Hey everybody, it's Lex Treasure and I am trans. You can tell by my voice and everything about me. I'm about to react to this video. Two inmates at a women's only New Jersey prison became pregnant from transgender convict. Here we go. Why? I already know, this is about to be some fuck shit going on, and let's go.
So in modern America, if you point out that biological sex is a physical reality, you can be fired from your job. The Washington Post will send a reporter to your house to intimidate you, but it doesn't change anything. Denying reality doesn't change reality. You could say gravity isn't real, but if you jump off the roof of your garage, you're still going to get hurt. And that's true for biological sex. It is, in fact, real, whether the authorities admit it or not. Officials in New Jersey are learning that lesson this week. Two female inmates at a supposedly all-women's prison in New Jersey have just become pregnant. You wonder how that happened. Well, it turns out those women had sexual encounters with another inmate who was a biological man passing as a woman. Now, some people predicted that this would happen, and they were laughed at, mocked, and attacked as bigots. Kara Dansky is at the very top of that list. She said this years ago on our show. She's the president of the U.S. chapter of the Women's Declaration.
I just wanted to let the video play, but this is a reaction video, so just judging by his tone and the words that he used, it sounds like he's one of those he don't believe in the transgender stuff and the LGBT community, and it sounds like he's pretty against it. Yeah, first of all, if two inmates got pregnant, that means that first of all the trans inmates wasn't taking their hormones, and that's possible.
The national author of the book The Abolition of Sex: How the Transgender Agenda Harms Women and Girls, and we are happy to have Kara Dansky back. Kara, thanks so much for coming on. I'll never forget the first time, and it had to have been at least 4 years ago, when you said, if we keep going down this path, we're going to have biological men in women's prisons. And you were right.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. Though the story that's happening in New Jersey is obviously horrible for so many reasons. We need to not have men being housed in women's prisons. But a couple takeaways from this that I just want to point out are, first of all, the state is not getting away with this by telling its residents that they are housing men in women's prisons. What they are doing, of course, is telling the residents that they are housing so-called transgender women or trans women.
Bitch. First of all, they're women. If they're transgender, that means they're women. I don't know what the fuck this lady is on. They're housing men. Okay, biological men. It's like, hold on.
In women's prisons, suggesting that there is some sort of subcategory of women that is called transgender women or trans women, and it's not true. The fact of this story shoots a hole right through the trope that trans women are women. Our society has been taught that we are supposed to say and think that trans women are women, but obviously that is not true, because the individuals that are the focus of the story impregnated women, and every thinking adult, no matter what the President of the United States has to say on the matter, knows.
You know what? Trans women are not women. We are men that want to be identified as women. First of all, we only have one life to live. Why not? Like, if we want to be women, then we're going to be women. Second of all, just by how this video is already going, I already see two bigot people, about to collab with each other. They're about to start putting thoughts together, and a whole bunch of ignorant shit is about to happen. Yeah, and second of all, just from the title alone, this fucking idiot, this trans woman decides to go to prison and get 2 women pregnant. Not only are you guys looking at a former felon, a former jail associate. I was locked up before, and it's not peaches and cream in there at all. And he fucking up. The dude is fucking up. This trans woman is fucking up. He loses his girl card. But what I take from this video already is one apple is about to ruin the bunch. It's about to ruin the patch for everybody. You know what I mean? Just in case me or you as a trans woman ever get locked up for any reason, we might end up having to go to an all-male prison because of our biological sex, and that's not the case. Like, I can't even ejaculate, like, you know what I mean? I'm not into girls. I'm not none of that shit. Like, I am a girl. So this fucker right here, they haven't even showed a picture of him or nothing. It's already a disgrace. It's a disgrace to the LGBT community. As much as we fought for, rights and everything like that, it's a slap in the face. I'm thinking that we're going to have to take a L on this one. LGBT community, we're going to have to take a L on this one, because you already wasn't placed with the men, which is so much better than being placed with the men. You probably would have got killed the first day, and cis women really don't know how bad prisons are for men. Men have a warrior mentality. They kill, they're very territorial creatures, and not all men, but especially being pointed out as gay or transgender, you will be dealt with, you will be raped, you will become somebody's bitch in prison, and that's not the life. And this dude right here, this dude is fucking it up for the rest of us, because not only are we gonna have to deal with it if, God forbids, any of us ever go to prison, we're gonna have to deal with it on the outside, because we're gonna have to deal with it on the outside. This lady and this guy right here, they're gonna keep fighting until, I don't know what the fuck their goal is, but they're gonna lose.
Knows that there is no category of women who can impregnate women. So I really want to thank you for highlighting this story. And I also just want to point out that this is not just a problem in New Jersey. This is a problem across the country. I know that we have talked previously about how the state of California recently enacted a law at the end of 2020, which went into effect in 2021, which mandates that men be housed in women's prisons on the basis of their so-called gender identity if they say that they are women. Washington State has a similar policy. However, this is not just happening in blue states. This is happening across the country. As far as I know, 49 states plus the District of Columbia have some form of law or policy in place that mandates the housing of men in women's prisons.
Why is it left to you and J.K. Rowling and a couple of others to point this out? Where are the physicians who know perfectly well that what you're saying is true, the biologists who know it every bit as well? Why are they going along with this when they know it's a lie?
So the entire...
Here go a picture of this transgender inmate. Transgender inmate Demetrius Minor is serving 30 years for killing his foster father. Motherfucker. Well, whose fault is it? First of all, we're doing the right thing by housing, trans women with women. We're doing the right thing. we can't take 30 steps forward and 80 steps back. Now is not the time for that over this one inmate. I don't know how many other cases there are. I'm thinking that you're going to have to go through a serious psychological exam before you are able to be placed with women. They might even go as far as you might actually have to have surgery done, bottom surgery done after this. It's good. Who knows? You know, whoever don't care about it, they're doing the right thing. Who cares? It's not like he's in there. They didn't mention not one word of him raping any women. He didn't rape them. They got pregnant. It was probably consensual. You know, it was probably, you know, this is a dick right here, so, you know, we're about to get it. Which any female would. They probably raped him. Like, they probably raped her. It's hard calling him. It's hard calling her him now because he's fucking it up for the rest of us. Like, you're gonna lose your girl card, bro. Like, you're gonna lose it. Like, don't be over here fucking with my shit. You know what I mean? Like, serve your time. You're lucky that you serving time in a women's prison. You know, you're lucky you're not up in a men's prison. Like, men prisons is no fucking joke. Like, they're no fucking joke. And women, especially this bigot ass bitch right here on the right, she'll never know. She probably never even been locked up before. She don't care. She probably had a rough relationship in the past with men. You know, most people in the right minds, the correct answer is, I don't care. Trans people want to do trans people stuff. Let them be them. We're human. We do shit. We live once. Why not? Why not become a girl? Why not? That's the correct answer. Now, if you don't have a real job and you're deciding to attack this type of shit, you're a weirdo. You're weird. Trans people aren't. We're weird. We're all weird. But come on. You're really gonna. What is your goal? Like, what is your goal? What?
Entire medical establishment in the United States has been captured by so-called trans ideology. And what I really want all Americans across the political spectrum to understand is that trans is not a civil rights movement to protect a marginalized community of people. It is a multi-trillion-dollar industry that is pushing this. It is paying the medical establishment. It is paying most media outlets. It is paying our government. It is paying our schools. It is at all levels, elementary schools through college, to push the idea that the material reality of sex does not exist, and that what is more important than the material reality of sex is so-called gender identity. This
stupid bitch. This stupid bitch. Look. So now she wants to bring in the Illuminati. I'll just play it. She didn't say the Illuminati. Oh my fucking God. Like, look, girl. So what you're trying to say is, it just goes completely down the line. Everybody already know where this conversation is going. We all know where this conversation is going. Before this video is even over, I'm just gonna say, trans, we gotta take the L on this one. We're taking the L on this one. Because this trans girl fucked up. She fucked up. She fucked up a lot. And you know, I wouldn't even be surprised about how, you know, already people up against trans people, how they feel. Oh, I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. You know what I mean? And all of that. Like, it's like, yeah. Get them in, you know. Get them in. Because she's fucking it up for all of us. She fucked it up. You know, I can't even sugarcoat that, so yeah, let's keep watching.
This is all being pushed by a multi-trillion-dollar industry
wish
in
I
the
had
guise
$1 trillion.
of a civil rights movement. It's all a lie.
And these are the people
What's
providing
the
your medical
lie?
care.
What's the
It's really
lie?
scary when you
What's
put
the
it
They
that
lie
way.
are.
about
I
any
know
of
someone.
this?
I know
What's
someone
the
who is a
lie?
medical student right now, and she is horrified about what's being taught. I do just want to say really quickly, there's something that has been announced in the past couple of weeks called the Women's Bill of Rights. This was drafted by members of the Women's Liberation Front and by members of Independent Women's Voices, supported by my organization, Women's Declaration International, as well as Concerned Women for America. And I really hope that one of the members of Congress introduces it. Thank you so much.
I hope so too. Great to see you. We'll be right back.
That white dude didn't even seem like he cared at the end. She tried to push in her sponsorship. You know, a lot of dudes is probably, rooting for this transgender person. Like, shoot, you went to prison, and you was able to get some vagina. No. We're gonna take a L on this one. Because, yeah, that's all I can really say. Like, I can't even really react to it. If you guys was looking for the transgender that's like, woo, and all ghetto and all that bullshit, like, you're not gonna find it over here. I'm just Lex Treasure, and yeah, look for my channel for more reactions and stuff, and music and merch. And thank you for having me, and thank you for watching. It's just opinions of a trans girl. Thanks.